India is a country of 1.25 billion people. 49% of this population are women. However, they make up only 25% of the workforce, and this has declined by over 10% since 2004. Participation in the workforce comes at a great personal cost as women bear multiple burdens, including that of caste, class, and gender. It is in this context that a women's empowerment program called Mahila Samakhya began in 1988. Mahila Samakhya is present in 45,000 villages in 11 states, covering nearly 1.5 million rural women. It was launched within the Department of Education in India with the aim of enhancing education and empowerment of women in rural areas. Mahila Samakhya is about empowerment from within. It is about fundamentally changing how women see themselves and interact with the world around them. As they say in Mahila Samakhya, ये एक सोच है, एक आंदोलन है, एक जुनून है. The key to understanding Mahila Samakhya lies in how the program was operationalized, which is the Sangha. The Sangha is a collective of women located in the village. It is a space where women can reflect, strategize, think, analyze, articulate, cry, and laugh. Each Sangha is anchored by a Sahayogini. A Sahayogini helps the Sangha identify its needs and provides information, knowledge, and skills. Building rapport with the women, building confidence, building faith. Mahila Samakhya starts where most programs end, at the last mile, by starting with women belonging to the most marginalized communities. The emphasis has been more on processes than targets. Perhaps because of this approach, Mahila Samakhya has succeeded in creating sustainable structures to support women in areas such as prevention of violence against women, health, nutrition, education, and economic empowerment. Despite its reach and achievements, when it comes to research, there is a huge gap. Though there is powerful qualitative evidence, there are very few national level evaluation studies and very few quantitative assessment of impact, and almost no mixed methods evaluation studies. In order to address this gap, we, with funding from IDRC, undertook an impact assessment of women's actions groups on social change in India. We had twin related objectives of impact assessment and advocacy. Thus, we aim to evaluate the impact of the Mahila Samakhya program on economic empowerment of women, and we aim to raise awareness and influence policies for women's empowerment. The research questions that we began with are: does collectivization and empowerment-based education coupled with specific training and support mechanisms lead to greater awareness of rights and choices and better utilization of laws, entitlements, and programs? Greater control over resources and resource use, leading to better economic status. Greater participation and better quality of labor market participation. Greater voice in making demands and reduction in gender inequalities in the labor market. Greater commitment to the choices that raise the potential for labor market participation. Our study focuses on what is the process and how does the relationship unfold. What are the barriers that limit the success and how to overcome these barriers. In order to do this, we focused on two states, Karnataka and Bihar. In both the states, we used a mixed methodology involving both quantitative and qualitative studies. In Karnataka, we aim to evaluate the Mahila Samakhya program on economic empowerment and citizenship using a randomized experiment, And in Bihar, our objective is to examine the long, medium, and short term effects of Mahila Samakhya on social and economic change. In Karnataka, we followed the expansion of the Mahila Samakhya program in one district in northern Karnataka, Haveri. We are conducting a quantitative study, which is a randomized controlled trial that involves 3,000 women in 300 villages surveyed over 18 months. We are also conducting an ethnographic study. We visit the field daily to document the Mahila Samakhya process using participation observation, interviews, and case studies. In Bihar, we have conducted a one-time survey assessing economic empowerment of 3,000 women in 300 villages in 3 districts. The ethnographic study will involve immersion in each of the districts for 3 months using interviews, case studies, and oral history as the primary methods. In addition to the research, a crucial aspect of our work involves advocacy for Mahila Samakhya, where we organize meetings and workshops, participate in protests, publish, and have extensive engagement with the public. In doing this project, we have learned the importance of multidimensionality of empowerment, along with the necessity of a multidisciplinary approach in studying it. Our project is a dialogue between the women of Mahila Samakhya, our partners, and our research team. It is a dialogue that has just begun.